Hi everyone, Christopher here, and welcome back to another episode of Fossil Forward Finds. I did a little bit of sourcing this weekend. Went to a state sale where I got this little guy. Still squeaks, rubber kitty. I think it's Germany circa 1950s maybe? I don't know, I still have to do some research. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep him or sell him. But for now, he's staying with me. Got to give him a name. I also hit a yard sale briefly. Paid for a little bit of an education there, so I'll show you what I got there. And then I went to the Albany Postcard Show today. Very small show. I don't know, maybe at most a dozen vendors, but probably a little under. And I don't think I did as well as last year. I don't know. Last year I came home with thousands of cards, and I made my money back within overnight, basically. I only brought home, I don't know, 50, 60 cards today. So a lot less. And I spent more money this time, ironically. So we'll see. I'll show you that. But anyways, that's enough blabbering. Let's get into the hauls. Alright, so the first set of cards I'm going to show you, this is from the first dealer I stopped with, and this was the only dealer that I really kind of looked through some of the sorted cards. Typically, at least in my limited experience, when I go to shows or venues and they have their cards sorted, they're typically priced higher because, they put the work into it. And while you can still find deals there, I find I work better in the quarter and $1.50 bins, where there's more likely things are missed or just stuff they're not interested in. But these ones I did pay, the sorted price. So here's the real photo. Just all these folks on a little boat there. We got the motor and the captain in the back there. And you can see them waving. I don't know where this is. I paid $2 for it. Guess it doesn't even technically have a postcard back. Oh well. But I thought it was interesting. I liked it. Got a handsome couple here. This actually looks very similar to a photo that Dom over at Primetime Treasure had in his most recent video, which you should go check out. But, older gentleman, big old beard, cane, hat. Thought that one was pretty neat. Let's see. What did I pay for that one? $2 for that one as well. This one's Studio Portrait. We got a nice little costume going on here. The original cosplay. Paid $3 for that one. Come on, focus. So, Philadelphia Studio. This one, it's a little grimy. I just thought it was pretty cool to have the iceberg in the background. The real photo, paid $3 for that one. So, that there. This one, again, not necessarily the best image, but it's just interesting. You got the guy with the shovel there, other people digging off to the side. They're building something, digging through the valley here, the canyon, whatever. Swift current something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if I can sort that out. But I paid $2 for that one as well. Let's see, another real photo. I don't know what I was zeroing in on with this one. Just another interesting, occupational kind of thing going on here. $2 on that one. He had a whole stack of this lenticular. A little risque, so, whatever. A little Adam and Eve with a bomber plane kind of thing going on. But he had a whole stack of them. I just bought the one for $2. And then the only devil I picked up this week from Hell in the Cayman Islands. Got a nice gay interest card. Guy dressed up as a devil just in time for Halloween. So yeah, this is a Continental size, and I think I paid $2 for that one as well. Yeah. So That was the first guy. After that, everything else I picked up was $1, so let's get into those. All right, so the dollar cards, which make up the bulk of my purchase, came from 2 different vendors. So here we got a real photo. It says Welsh costume on the bottom. Fairly certain it's a real photo. I'll double check it, of course, but I just thought it had a nice composition to it. So I'm now seeing that sort of scratch, but that's part of the image. So that was $1. I do okay with elephants, and I hadn't seen this one before. Looks like we got some hunting going on. I just like the artwork on it. We got an airbrushed card here. I don't necessarily pick up airbrush specifically as singles, but this one being having the rider on the horse was different. Usually I just see floral scenes. Not sure if he's a jockey per se, but in any case, I thought that one was different, so I grabbed that. Come on, fingers. Another real photo. Just an interesting person. It's got what looks like a rifle and some sort of big old stick or something. American Colony photo cards. Another real photo. I'll have to see if I can figure out more about him based off his attire. It's a shepherd, okay. But, I don't know. I liked it. Here we got a Thanksgiving greetings, but it has I just like the color of the turkey with the purples and blues. And, of course, a bit of a patriotic theme, so I figured, why not? Uh-oh, Garak's with me. You know how that goes. This one's for me. Happy Easter, but some cute kitties that looks like my babies. Right, buddy? Oh, no, you're not supposed to come up there. All right. He's making this difficult, as always. The whole series of these, I think it's a real photo in the center. I'm not sure yet. But I've not seen these before, heavily embossed. I thought they were interesting. There's that one. Picked up, I think, 4 different ones. She's got a little lamb there. Some puppies. Yes, Garak. Everyone knows you're here. Okay. And then a little black yapper there. Alright. Real photo. This one's for me. It's a volcano. For $1. I figured, why not? I don't collect every volcano I see, but for $1 real photo, I'll take it. Glamorous Glennis. See all about this individual here. I don't think that's actually a real signature. I think it's a facsimile, but for $1, I picked it up. Figured I'd figure it out later. I hadn't seen that card before. Thought it might be interesting. I picked up a lot of Zeppelins today. Everyone likes to say that Zeppelins and dirigibles, blimps, whatever term you like, where it's at, that there's good money in it, and I have never picked up a good one. So I'm hoping out of the bunch that I grabbed for $1 today, there's at least one good one in there. If not, I may give up on Zeppelins. Not really, but I won't look out for them as much. Yes, I hear you, Garak. So these are all in German, so I'm not going to try to read anything other than, here you go, you got Zeppelins. Oh, there you go, U.S. Navy, Akron. It's different. Okay, here it goes. Pause time. I think it's just the sound of my voice that gets him going. We got another one. Another Akron, Ohio. Rubber City Stamp Club. So these are probably modern reproductions, but in any case, well, $65 for $1. Figured why not. This one's for me. Troy, New York pennant card. Another Zeppelin, U.S. Navy. Another one. Again, with these backs, that's probably why they were in the dollar bin, but whatever. All right, so these, saw some of these in my Albany albums haul, but these are made out of yucca wood. Only some of them are. So they're a little different. I'm gonna show some of these to my dad. He likes the Native American themes, so he'll get first dibs. But especially the Kachinas. Yeah, another yucca wood one. So these are $1 each. Can't go wrong. Corn Dancer. Let's see what else we got here. Panama Canal. I've sold a real photo just recently from Dater Cottage rather. So figured I'd pick up another real photo Panama Canal, see how I do with that. Let's see, got another Zeppelin. Bird's eye view of Grant Park, Chicago. So, no, blimp anyways. I don't know if there's technically a difference or not, but this one I picked up just because of that note there. It's got one of the dead post office stamps on the back. So basically that's here. And that's this cancellation here. I didn't even know what it says. Does it say on the front? Yeah, Thunder Hank, South Dakota. Okay, so apparently that post office doesn't exist anymore, and people do find that collectible. So figured I'd give it a try. I've never researched the cancellations to know if I've had one before, but I figured since that one was already researched for me, I'd give it a try for $1. Big old tree. Logging can do well, and I figured this one looked like a real photo, so why not? 1952 on the back for the scent. Got a Mainzer cat. I'll put it aside to make sure I don't have this one already. I don't really go out of my way for Mainzers anymore. They don't seem to really have the pull that everyone claims they do, but for $1 I will certainly pick them up. This one, not a postcard, some sort of trade card, I believe, for Coco. I just thought, again, for $1, nice tiger image on there. I don't really have experience with any sort of trade card, so that's different for me. I like the greetings from this one's Spencerport, I guess, New York. Small towns can be good. Here we are, more Zeppelins and blimps and things. Different back in the German backs. Hamburg. Crowd watching them depart. Moored there. Leaving the hangar. Another crowd. These were probably impressive to see, I'd imagine. It's nice that they all have information related to them. I just have to Google Translate them. So, what do you think? There's got to be at least one good Zeppelin out of all these, right? Gotta be. All right. Real photo. It's a flood scene, obviously. Not ID'd, so I don't know where. I'm not sure. As on other one or something like that. So there probably was another card with this at some point. It wasn't when I saw it that had the identification, but that's all right. People still collect flooding just for the sake of the image. So for $1, why not? I don't usually go out of my way for Disney anymore either. Most of the Disney I have is just basic, but Jiminy Cricket for $1. It's one of the dentist cards. I see these relatively frequently, but with these I usually put, the dentist information on there and all that stuff, just in case. And of course, gotta have at least one pin up in a haul, right? Another Florida lady. And then each of these books were $1. I figured I do well with Hindu cards. I've never really done much with India before. So for $1, I don't know how many cards are in there, maybe 20 per book. So that brings my cost average down. So one of these days I'll just take these out and list the cards individually. And yeah, those are the postcards I picked up. Let me quickly show you what I got at the estate sale and the art sale. Alright, so for the estate sale, you already saw the cat, so I won't bring that back out. I paid $20 for everything you see here, as well as the cat. To start off in the background, we got a record. I've never bought a record before to resell. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to ship it, just because I don't have the typical record mailers on hand. But I thought that was pretty good. Spooky Halloween. I think I saw comps for like 15 or 20 on that. So I figured I would give it a try. Worst comes to worst, I'll just decorate with it or something. I did save the Star Wars folder. Probably shouldn't have. It's in really rough shape. But I don't think he really, like, you can see stains and other stuff. I don't think he really changed the price on it. He looked at the box, it just said 20 bucks for everything. So, and then they had all these different cards. So Hallmark Snoopy could be good. I have to see if it's complete. A lot of them were these kids edu cards. Those I'll probably just end up listing as swap cards. Some of these, like the goldfish, it's probably incomplete, so I'll have to do that. Got some Santa Claus Christmas. This as a set can go for around 10. I know one of the packs is unopened, Garak, and the other one is open, so I'll have to see if it's complete or not. Got some Casper in there, Garak. That's why we can't have nice things. Let's see, got Tiger Brand, generic, some Yogi Bear. There's some Swizzle Sticks in there. Got Southwest, brand new, unopened. Bull, I have no idea. I just basically grabbed them all. Some Swizzle Sticks. So yeah, not too bad for 20 bucks. I should do fine on that. Alright, a few more things that I forgot about at the estate sale. It was definitely a sewing household. There was fabric and sewing machines and stuff everywhere. I saved this child's Pokemon apron. I'm fairly certain it's homemade. Figured I should do all right with that. And then, of course, have to save Land Before Time because, of course. But then at the yard sale, Garak, outside my comfort zone, got this granny square crocheted Afghan. Just love the colors on it. And I figured I'd pay for an education here. So this big guy was 10. And if you know anything about the pattern, colors, anything about this kind of stuff, let me know, because I'm going to be learning here. And then Garak is sniffing a small throw that is similar. That was for 5. So I think I'll do all right for the 15 investment. So. All right, so that was my haul for the weekend. Nothing too wild and crazy, but it was nice to get out a little bit. So let me know what your favorite item was in the comments below. Be sure to like, subscribe, all those things. I don't tell you that often. And yeah, I hope you had a great weekend sourcing, and we'll catch you on the next video.